Hi, hello, and welcome to Power Word Play, a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons live stream. We're a bunch of lovely players. Look at them. They're lovely. Must protect the Sword's Coast from the wrath and rise of Tiamat. My name is Josiah Groff. I am your Dungeon Master. And tonight, let's get started with a little roll for recap. Tonight it's going to be... Cocked. Oop. Cocked again. Oop.
Ooh, please say low.
It's a lot of cocks.
Please say low.
Oh!
It's a natural 1, so Lois.
Whoa.
Lois will be going today.
Oh boy.
I don't envy whoever has to do this because a lot happened.
Yeah,
Yeah, you have awesome notes.
That's a lot of cocks.
it's me probably. I got a 2.
Oh.
Hey!
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, come on.
18.
18.
6.
6.
Thanks, Kenny.
Yeah.
3, so
Oh!
Ooh, I had a 5, so...
I had a 7.
Oh my god.
So many of us were under 10.
Damn.
Uh-oh.
That'll
Okay.
be the best roll of my
I mean, you have a chance to earn inspiration here for
Yeah.
your Scree-focused...
Well, I take notes in Screech's perspective.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
That's
So there's at least 7 words.
Yeah. Yeah, like
Really?
I
That's
can
enough.
spell, so it's a bit different.
Really screws is his secret intellect.
All right.
Yeah. That'd be even better. Okay.
Long con.
Yeah.
So we began, and Sola ditches us, and none of us notice, LOL. She encounters a dark, quiet space and a staircase leading to a statue, which looks like some woman in a shawl. Sola casts a funny spell at the statue. We learn the statue is old as fuck, and specifically was created during the first times of Troubles, a big bad event where gods took mortal form on the material plane. Sola can tell the statue is important. She gets the idea it was created as a burial site. There also be some fiendish energy around it. This is a burial site of the Valkyrie of Life. Ooh la la. Scree does not know any of this. Sola casts a spell on a sun motif on the surrounding wall. Blue light appears, and Sola feels the ground begin to shift, leading downstairs, or downwards. Or a staircase opens. Yeah, you guessed it. Sola ventures down. She sees humanoid carvings in the wall, wearing like Lythertida shit. Sola reaches.
That's a lot of shit.
Sola reaches a small room and sees a plaque. It says, "Here lies the Valkyrie of Life." Blah blah blah. Yeah, Sola finds
That's what it actually
a
says.
room with a silver coffin. There's a lot of shiny. I'm sad I didn't get to experience it. Sad face. As she gets closer, Sola notices there's an empty space that feels like it's meant for something. She removes her amulet and places it down. We finally notice Sola is gone.
There you go.
But only Doric can fit through the hole. But we all start digging to make it bigger.
Taking in that dark hole.
Yeah, light begins to form a gnomish man named William Fogeltog. Apparently he was a traitor or something, but he was also really kind. He gets mad when Sola calls herself a light twister, and then asks if she recognized the name Fernitide.
Fahrenheit.
That's, yep. She doesn't. He says Sola is the last of the light touched. The last of Lythertida's chosen children. Oh shit. Apparently Lythertida was split, and they couldn't access her radiant, and everyone got nightmares. Their final mission was to free Lythertida, but there's too much evil. William tells Sola to bring back the light to Lythertida's face, ? He tells Sola to find the Valkyrie of Death and the Valkyrie of Revelation. The light gets dimmer, William fades. Doric finds Sola and is being weird. Sola then finds a badass shirt. She also finds a pot pie recipe. Sola tells us about the Valkyrie of Life and shows us her new shirt. Ramsey smells fiend and celestial. We decide to take a short rest while Sola explains what happened. Ramsey tells us about his weird encounter and says he met a dude named Octavius, right? He's worried he might lose his humanity as he gets stronger. He tells Sola that she's the only reason he didn't go crazy. I want them to kiss. Sola gives Ramsey shiny claws. Rhaenyra and Eon talk about the crates. Rhaenyra reveals that the cloud symbol represents revenge. Eon can relate. Rhaenyra says she took an oath of conquest. Rhaenyra is from the Che Dynasty. Apparently her grandma founded it. Homie was super kind. She mentions her uncle Daemon. Sounds like he sucked. Rhaenyra's grandma gave Rhaenyra's mother the Che Dynasty rule. Daemon killed Rhaenyra's mother and father and took over the dynasty. Rhaenyra talks about a god called the Tempest. Ramsey says there's a lot of evil shit. Ramsey wrote a letter to his brother to find out more about the Che Dynasty and Rhaenyra's uncle Daemon. Eon brings out a big bronze dish and says we need to make an agreement. She says, I'm impulsive. Shake my head. Eon cuts her hand and pours a drop into the dish. We all cut our hands and participate. Now we're all blood-tied or something, I don't know. It spawns a little spider with a big eyeball. It's a new and improved iris. Sola gives Rhaenyra a divination. She asks about the Tempest. Scree wants to know whether or not Ginny Grin, Sola's grandma, is interested in him.
You're doing so good. You're doing so good. We're almost there.
Sola now knows that Scree wants to bang her grandma. That's it.
That is it.
Incredible.
Come on, that's got to be inspiration.
Take an inspiration for recapping a monster of a session.
I feel like I understand last session better now.
Yeah. Walking out.
There you go.
Pretty straightforward when Scree says it. I guess
Right.
if you ever want to switch, let me know.
Bree speaks for the people.
Yeah.
It gets broken down into the core points.
Yes.
So-
Most basic information.
We enter back into this lowest floor of the old Grumpalump mines, where a small camp has started to form, where you all have begun to set up for the night, having had your discussions, revealed some secrets, gotten closer with one another. We enter back in. Sola, let's start with you.
Sure. So before we all turn in for the night, I still have this like big, juicy 5th level spell stuff that clerics have.
What's a level?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Speaking
The level 5 of
metaphysically,
5th level of the mine.
right.
Oh, of the mind.
Yeah.
I have some really potent magic I need to.
Gotcha.
I feel the need to do something with before we all go to sleep for the night. If you all don't mind watching over me for a moment while I do this, because I kind of like go catatonic for like 10 minutes.
Oh,
Oryx stares very intently at Sola.
Ew.
That's handy. Thank you for letting me know that. Sola will cast Legend Lore again, and this time say, "Tell me everything about the obelisk." And as she does that, the light like explodes out of her eyes and ears and mouth again, and it's probably a little disconcerting to actually watch that happen. And then she like is literally like almost in a trance while for the next 10 minutes.
just like an overhead projector. Just
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can see like little flecks of light just kind of dripping off this sensation. Everyone here sees Sola, her eyes flash brilliantly with this blinding light. And Sola, you see an obelisk similar to the one you've seen before, but to the one that your grandpa had depicted. And you see that obelisk sitting in the middle of two hills. as time passes it, day, night, people walking past it quickly, slowly, standing to walk beside it to pray around it. And then there's a shift. And you are above this obelisk. Locked in combat with a winged commander of the Hells. The last thing you see is your vision fading as you fall.
Did I feel like I was someone else in that moment? Experiencing that? Or was it me?
Kinda hard to tell.
Hard to tell.
Maybe part of the spell.
Okay.
And then it's the obelisk changing.
Okay. Okay. So, as the spell ends, presumably, the light fades out of Sola's eyes and she kind of like stumbles backwards and into a sitting sort of position. Okay. So that was like more an experience than just information. But the obelisk used to be, as my granddad do it. And then there was a battle between, it felt like me, but I feel like I was representative of like forces of light against a demon. And I think the demon won. And I fell, and when I kind of like saw things again, the obelisk was changing, or it changed to what it is now. And so whatever has happened to that obelisk happened at that point, after the forces of light, well, I guess, were defeated by this demon. So I guess that's as much information as we can get out of that for now. Okay, well, I think it should mostly, if nothing else, it confirms what we thought we had learned before. So
Well, that and we know for sure that now everything I've smelt and sensed since we've been here is that it's kind of been built on lies. Or at least somewhat. I'm sure there's a great many people in the town of Two Hills that truly do believe in the light of Lythertida, but don't realize that their prayer and their devotion are going towards something not what they assume.
that they're being deceived or worse.
I also know, as I said before, there's a very large guest waiting for us up above.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what we're going to do.
Well, the first thing is that we're going to need to rest, but I also think that this new shirt of mine, I think I need to use it and find out what it does.
Yes.
To do that means I have to take something else away.
Oh.
And so she'll unclip her belt, and if anybody feels like they want this belt of dwarven kind,
Someone should definitely take that.
someone should definitely
I
take
will-
it. This is
I will-
really good.
Yes, I will at least hold on to it for a moment for you, in case.
Sure.
Is there anything weird that happens with it?
No.
Insight check.
Inside check.
You know.
Persuasion. Persuasion or deception?
I'm gonna roll with disadvantage.
Might not matter.
Persuasion or deception? 11.
16.
You can see that.
Just
Sola definitely knows something happens with this spell.
listening and
It is said to make the wearer grow a beard.
oh, well,
So, you know,
I already have one of those.
exactly, your beard will just be very full and
You never,
I'm just
you may
pointing
want
at
to
Scree.
borrow a pair of shears.
you never grew
From-
beard, though.
No, correct, I didn't.
So did it work on you?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Are we
Maybe
sure
it'll
it
work
works?
on Scree.
I've always wanted a beard.
Inspiration.
Oh, well,
Get me away from this.
I guess.
I mean, I don't really want to wear it right
It's
now.
so
What
here's
does
the
it
thing.
do? It gives you advantage against. Does it give you
it
advantage
gives-
against
resistance.
noise?
Guys,
It gives you +2 con and
Con.
resistance to poison damage, which is
And
going
you've
to
been
be
poisoned many
I'm
times.
still poisoned.
very important in our upcoming
I think
battle,
con,
perhaps.
con though.
I know, like on the tank,
How about
the closest thing
I'll
we
try
have
it
to
for a
the
little
tank.
while. If I don't
Yeah,
find it,
I
you
just,
and I can.
I've always wanted a beard. And
Can you? We can just kind of. Then I kind of scrape the feathers down so it looks fluffed out there. It's kind of like a beard.
does it look like a
That looks great.
Yes.
I love it.
It's
except for the naked under feet part, which you can't like.
I'm taller, so I
can
just
only
see
do
like
one of
angles.
those Amish type beards. It's just the chin straps. Yeah.
Oh,
Loren's gonna pull out from his bag a little like elastic pull-on goatee and just hand it
There you go.
Oh,
There you go.
thank you.
It looks great.
to you. You're welcome.
I like it.
Now, I face the issue of.
Giving up another thing of yours.
Yeah.
you have an easier choice than some.
Yes.
Anyway,
Wonderful. And I've got my shirt on now.
you do. How does your shirt appear on you, Sola?
How does it fit?
Well, okay. So, when she's holding it in her hands, it is the. I mean, there's a huge description, but it's basically a really fine shirt that you look at it from one angle, it looks like black, like they're tied at the dark side, and the other angle, there's like assemblage of the light, and it looks light. And there's like it's kind of like open backed, I think, with like a clear area on the back. But anyway, Sola, she puts on this shirt. She has her underwear on still, so don't worry, it's not
Oh,
loose.
thank God.
Doric is like,
But she does a little, you know, we adventure together often, so we see each other in our undergarments often. So, but anyway, she puts this on, and as she does, it kind of like lights up and transforms. It's more than just a shirt. Suddenly, it's almost like it gains this like plate armor type form that kind of just like forms up around her shoulders and arms and torso, and she's wearing essentially this suit of plate that is crafted purely out of light.
Wow.
looking good, Sola.
I did not expect that.
Me neither. And then like knock your.
It's solid. It's
Gonna
like
clang.
ching, ching, ching.
Yeah.
It's in fact, it feels just as hard as her adamantine plate that she had before, because I still have that. So anyway, yeah. Boy, I could maybe get used to this.
I'd say so.
I'll have to find out what else it does with a little bit of time, but I have a feeling it does some pretty neat
Is it
stuff.
always this
Bright?
bright? Yes.
I kind of, I mean, I don't see an
Is there like
on-off
a dimmer?
switch.
Yes. Can we like? I'll pull the
Hmm.
cloak around and
Yeah,
see if
just the cloak on, kind of.
That doesn't
like
help.
that.
Sola, can you make a wisdom check using your proficiency bonus and your wisdom?
That's a dirty 20.
Oh yeah. You focus for a second, and you can dim it
What?
as much as you like.
Wow.
Even to the point where you can channel it to a certain point. You see all the light appearing just in the arm. And just like a giant glow stick.
Wow. Hold on a second. She just like starts a rave.
Ramsey's on the floor.
Dims it down. Oh no. We've discovered.
Your senses are like overloaded.
Let's not do that again, please.
Hey, I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh. Oh.
Wow.
Why do I smell burnt toast?
Boy, okay, I'll save that for another time.
Oh, did you just warn
I was
people
just trying
first?
to
Do it again.
I picked straight up the whole screen in front of me.
And with screen in front, she's like,
Yeah. It's not so bad when it's like this.
So shiny.
Your eyes are already effed. There's nothing worse that could happen to your eyes.
Spree starts seizing too.
You can't get away.
God damn it, I don't know if Scree's trying to dance or not.
okay, that's enough. That's enough.
Oh, okay.
Oh, boy, this is very cool.
Yes.
Okay, sorry about that.
It's okay.
As I'm sitting here getting used to this, are you sure you were using it right?
What, the belt?
Yes. Because the way I understand it, it's fairly certain. It's very, 50-50 chance that you grow a beard. And if either we all missed something, or you are the luckiest little gnome I've ever met.
Why don't we just put it on Scree and you need trial runs for tests with things like this?
Can you grow a beard?
Well, we won't know until he wears it now, will we, Ramsey?
Well, no, but if they can't grow a beard, it won't work.
I don't know if I can.
I can tell you with certainty, it works.
Interesting.
Well,
Now, we don't need to delve into that question any further, so let's just carry on. Who's going to wear it? Are you going to wear it?
I'll wear it for the time being, and
Great.
I'll give up the flame tongue sword.
You will need these, and she pulls out the pair of shears that she borrowed from me on.
I'm good. Beard's already there.
No, I know. It's good. Really, it's going to grow really fast. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Anyway, wonderful.
I'm asleep.
Oh. I'll just put him beside Eon.
You don't regret that. But okay, your
I'm a
call.
little patchy, it wouldn't be bad if it grew in a little thicker, I wouldn't mind. Anyways,
This personal sharing has exhausted me.
yes, I yes. Sleep?
Sure.
Let's
Okay.
do it.
Alright. The group begins their long rest. Everyone falling asleep in turn. Is anyone taking a watch?
I thought we kind of
certainly.
got broken up in the middle, because they were... Oh, no,
we
you
were
guys
just sitting
had
in a corner
conversation.
together.
Okay,
Yeah.
That was not.
I can take a watch if...
Well, you're normally with Eon. You can kind of just sit beside her and make sure she's okay. I think I kind of exhausted
Fair
her.
enough,
as well.
yes. Oh, that's fine. Yes. For a change once, Eon.
Sola, are you okay to be with Doric? If you're uncomfortable, me
I
or
can
Scree
be
could...
with Doric.
Okay.
He's harmless.
It sounded like enthusiasm to me.
The closest thing that I've ever had to it.
Oh, I'll take what I can get.
Alrighty.
So sad, Dorian. He deserves so much better than Sola.
So
You might be the target next.
the first group up, Ramsey and Eon. Well, Ramsey. You want to make a perception check?
With or without?
With.
Okay.
Next to the giant blood pools, yeah. With.
Ooh. That is a 20.
The cavern in here, silent, the ever so often bubbling from the blood pools, breaking the silence. But other than that, nothing.
We're pretty deep underground. Yeah.
Level 5.
Yes, level 5. That's correct. 3. I just like.
Always so close. Anyway.
But I want to make sure I'm like keeping an ear out for like sounds coming above us.
Okay.
If anything, you'd hear something if it was trying to meander its way down the shaft.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, so just
Absolutely.
kind of that sort of thing.
Yeah, that would be loud, and there'd
Yeah.
be rocks falling, and anything of that size, or even a person taking the elevator down would be enough.
That's when Ramsey also instantly thinks, "Oh fuck, the lead singer of that stupid band." Oh shit. Oh well.
All right. That's the end of your watch.
Who do you wake up?
It's like the happy couple or the angry couple?
I go over and wake up Doric first.
Oh.
Lover boy.
Is it my turn, Ramsey?
In a moment, yes.
Oh,
I
that
want-
sounds obvious.
I wanted to have a moment with you.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to understand something very clearly.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to your intentions for Sola. Now, I hope you are observant to the point of realizing she is family to us.
Yes, I would never get in the way of family. I want to become her family. I believe that I am as her husband.
Well, we'll get to that in good time, but if you should ever do anything untoward or harm her in any way, physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, they won't find all the pieces of you that I will spread through Faerun. Have a good night. I'm off. Sola.
Good night, Ramsey.
I just walk by and kind of kick Sola.
Hey, oh,
You're up.
I guess I deserve that. I've kicked you a few times, haven't I?
Uh-huh.
Stop, that's a bad habit.
It hurts.
Yep.
My mom, come join me on the watch.
Ah, Doric, wonderful.
How are you doing, honey?
Oh, just grand, Doric. How are you?
So good, actually. Don't you think that everybody in the party is just so enthralled with me being here, right?
You have a very special place amongst our group, I think.
I'd like to think so.
Quite unique, let's say.
I've always been told I'm one of a kind.
Thank goodness for that.
It'd be weird if I saw another with me. I'd be a little freaked out. I wear costumes all the time, so if I saw another, but is somebody pretending to be me? Are they acting it? Am I famous? That would be what would be going through my head.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. Do you think you could be famous?
Oh, absolutely. I'm a trained professional. The only thing that awaits me is people to realize that I'm a talented individual.
That's true. What would you like to be famous for, Doric?
Oh, well, I'm a trained actor. I'm a performer. I can play some instruments. I think I'm quite good and well-rounded. So, anything.
Anything? Yeah. Well, okay. Well, you know, Doric, anything is possible if you believe it. So.
That's the kindest thing you've ever said to me.
Doric, could you keep it down? We're trying to sleep.
I'm having a moment in here with my lover.
Oh.
You know,
I just sit up.
on that topic.
Me and Ramsey immediately like as the parents like
Keep the door open in this.
On that topic, Doric,
I'm
I have a gift for you. Something
Well,
that
I love surprises.
something that I put together, just not too long ago, just before our rest here tonight. Here, I have this for you, and she hands Doric a little bracelet, and look at what it says.
So cute. What does it say?
There's little beads on it with letters, and it says, "Friends forever." Doric, you have probably heard of my spell, Zone of Truth, right? Doric,
I believe I'm
for you, Doric, I have another spell that's very similar to that. It's called Zone of Friends.
Oh no.
That is a massive.
I have saved this spell especially for you. You have become a very good friend to me, Doric.
In a zone.
I'm crying.
I'm so glad that our party came upon you and that you were able to become our friend too. And my friend, specifically.
Well, Doric looks at the bracelet. You know, they always say you should marry your best friend.
Oh.
I guess maybe some people say that, yes. Anyway,
No, you don't.
thank you, Doric, for being my friend.
Of course, Sola. And thank you, bye.
Do it.
So, anyway,
Bestest friend.
exactly. Well, maybe not best friends, but like, you know, we're good friends.
It's not a zone of best friends.
It's zone of friendship. Zone of friends. This is the zone of friends. So,
Oh my god.
anyway, now since we're awake, I have some potions I need to identify. Do you want to help me out to do that, friend?
Holy fuck.
Sure, you know, what would they say? All hands, big fast work.
Right, I couldn't quite understand what you said there. I agree. You should- We're gonna identify these potions.
From super serious to like.
What are you talking about? This is my love of my life. Telling me that she has
holy-
friends out me. That's very serious, Ramsey.
I'm not here. This is all.
Potions?
So-
What?
Yeah, a couple of episodes ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Sure. Yeah.
Son of friends is a bitch.
Sorry.
So a couple of episodes ago, Sola found a
Yeah.
couple of potions. I think I filled it with some green and a red one. Okay.
Okay, just what are they? What are these potions for camp?
Okay. All right.
Okay, let me see if I have anything.
Sorry. Congratulations, you broke it.
Yeah.
You broke it. Oh my god. How do you think
I'm so hot.
I might have something.
You know,
to
it could be that we can't
Right.
concentrate enough to figure out what these potions are right now.
Maybe in the morning.
Maybe in the morning it'll come
in like
to
a
us.
couple of hours. You'll figure it out.
Right, exactly.
It'll come to you
Exactly.
at no consequence.
Whew, all right. Anyway, Doric, did you have anything else you wanted to talk about, my good friend?
No, not as friends anyway.
Excellent.
Awesome.
I think we're done.
We're done. Yeah, I think
Back it up. We're done.
everybody pack it all up. Both of you got inspiration. That was so funny.
Big fuck.
That was incredible.
You got something out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something
Oh
for
my
all
God.
my pain and friend zone years.
That's the hardest I've ever laughed. And
Me too. My stomach was hurting.
I'm sorry, but
David's crying.
anyway. All right. So Sola and Doric, the watch. You guys are way too distracted to do a
That's true. Yeah.
perception check, but nothing happens. Thank God.
Literally.
oh no, what's happening?
A lot happens, but nothing happens.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Leading us to our last watch of the night.
Sola, was
so-
everything okay?
sorry,
I thought I
guys.
heard crying.
Oh, just
Was-
you know, Doric. He's just high on emotions
Okay.
sometimes. Yeah.
Okay, you're okay, Doric? Or
He's fine. I'm sure he's fine.
I'm sure too.
Yeah.
I
better go check on him.
okay. Yeah.
If you must. I'm heading to bed. Good night.
Okay. Good night.
Good night, Doric. I'm gonna like tuck him in.
Like right close to his face.
All right, you're gonna tuck them in, and then what are you gonna do?
I want that bracelet.
While you tuck them in, can you make a sleight of hand check?
Oh, that's not even fair.
That's a 25.
Unfortunately, Doric, you don't notice as Screed deftly pockets your bracelet of friends. Friends forever.
And then I'm going to scamper away. And I'm just gonna like be like down, crouched down. And because I'm a Kenku, I'm really good at making expert duplicates.
Uh-huh.
And I'm gonna make another bracelet that
Okay.
looks very similar, but it's gonna say lovers for life.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Incredible.
What are you up to?
Crafts.
I'm sure I'd love it.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
I'll support you in anything
Yeah.
you do. You know that.
I'm making Doric think that, like, I don't know what happened, but I heard a lot of crying.
Yeah. He seemed upset
And
when
then
you talked to me.
I was tucking him in,
Yeah.
and I noticed he had a nice little bracelet.
Oh.
Alright.
So I
Screed,
took it.
can you make a sleight of hand check with advantage?
Yeah.
With advantage.
Expert forgery, y'all. What am I gonna do?
Jesus Christ.
What am I gonna do?
That was a 33.
Near identical.
Anyways, I made this near identical bracelet that says lovers
While
for
we've been
life.
talking.
Because
Oh,
During the course of the long rest,
instead
alright.
of friends for life.
Lovers is spelled with an O, not a U. But that'll work.
I don't think he can read.
Yeah, that'll work. That works. It's okay.
But you know,
Yeah.
I think he needs some love in his life if he's crying all the time. Like a
I know.
little
I
bitch
couldn't
baby.
sleep. Scree. He was
Yeah,
crying
I
so
know.
much.
So I think this better help. And I'm gonna
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna like,
camper back over there.
yeah. But I'll put it on like the opposite wrist.
So
Like,
he
not-
knows,
Yeah.
maybe.
Well, yeah. But like a Scree wouldn't know what wrist.
You know what? Can you roll a d20 to figure out if you got the right hand?
Sure.
And then a d20 for sleight of hand?
Yeah. That was a 5 for my wrist.
You put it on the wrong one
Yeah,
for
that's
sure.
fine.
Yeah.
That was a 35 for the
Jesus.
other one.
You get real.
Expertly incorrect.
You get like real close up to Doric and just gently lift his tiny gnomish hands,
Yes.
able to just put this bracelet nice on, gently caress his cheek as you go.
Shh, sweet prince. May you find love. from someone, not me.
And you scamper back to
And I
Rhaenyra.
scamper back.
That was good.
I hope that has no other repercussions in the future.
I won't tell. So
Yes, I don't think anyone will know.
Chaos.
Okay.
we are supposed to be watching.
Oh yeah,
Actually,
I forgot we're like in a dungeon.
At the bottom of a mine.
Uh-huh.
There's a blood pool right beside us.
Yeah.
You're busy making the bracelet.
Yeah.
But Rhaenyra.
like poor reception. I'm like I can't see. It's
Yeah.
too dark.
Yeah.
The screen.
Yeah. Did you want to make a
Yes,
perception
I
check?
can.
Just to clarify, I would have like the original bracelet though.
Uh-huh.
Okay, cool.
I rolled.
Kept it.
I rolled a
Yeah.
I'm
15.
keeping it.
15?
Yeah.
Actually, I want to put it on.
Okay, you put it on.
Sick.
Sure. I don't even. Anyway. With the 15, Rhaenyra,
Yeah, I gotta find enough brushes.
not any sounds coming from above you. Similar to what Ramsey experienced, you get a little bit of bubbling here and there from these blood pools, and just slight tremors in the ground beneath you. Very slight. Very, very slight.
Like from before,
Similar,
kind of. Yeah.
if not a little bit less. So
Okay. I don't know, Scree. I don't really hear anything, but I don't really hear much or see much. I don't really pay attention.
It's almost like we're underground, and it's hard to
That's
see.
true. That is true. That is true. Very true. I don't want to upset you during your bracelet making. So
Oh,
you
yeah,
continue.
I'm already done.
Okay, great.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm an expert bracelet maker.
Didn't know that about you.
Yeah.
Learn more about you every time we do a night watch together.
Yeah, I'm a bit crafty. Okay. So,
You're like making more bracelets.
do you want to keep
One
making
for
some? Yeah.
everyone needs a refresher.
Okay. Well, I'll let you figure out what each bracelet says as you make them. But with that, nothing else kind of transpires for your rest.
Okay.
And everyone gets a long rest.
Hey.
Yeah.
Tease.
Like the candy kind.
We made it.
And the first one to wake up is the first one who went to sleep.
Rise
Oh
and
yeah,
shine.
okay.
Eon, you hear a voice.
Oh shit. Okay.
Master. Master.
Yeah. I'm awake.
You see the form of Lash sitting kind of beside you, watching over your stuff. Goes, have you touched the pools?
Kind of really wanted to, but I wasn't sure if we would have time to see whether it was safe. Do you think I should? What will happen if I touch it?
Lots.
Okay. Well, I mean, you're very responsible, Imp. So I'm sure I can trust your judgment to kind of get up and make sure that nobody else is awake. And go over to the bubbling blood river. My throat is hoarse from laughing.
All good.
More
All
funny.
good.
And she'll tiptoe over there and look down into the river. When I'm really up close, what does it look like?
As you stare into it, it is captivating, mesmerizing, just raw, magical blood. Powerful, powerful stuff. Evil as hell. The hells, in particular. But powerful. And maybe useful. And as you're I guess kneeling down in front of this, you hear the sound of Lasher's wings just right beside you. And you hear the sound of just as he brings over the displacer.
The arm cannon?
Uh-huh. You see him kind of fiddle around with one of the compartments on it. One of you had popped open long before. Popping it open, goes, blood might help you with this. That's power. For you, that's knowledge.
Eon will stand up and turn away and scamper back over to where everybody is sleeping and go stand by Ramsey.
Oh, God.
There's blood.
Yeah, there's a whole river of it right over there. What's your point?
So,
Oh, no. Did you go in it?
I didn't do anything, but I did. Before we went to bed, we made an agreement.
Yes.
So, I would appreciate some additional perspective, because I think that would be helpful. And she'll kind of like pull you up, drag you over to the wall, kind of grab your arm and like put your head kind of towards it. Be like, you see that? Like, do you see it? Do you see the blood? And do you see how it's all magic and like life and essence and power? And Lash thinks it will power this cool new cannon. So that's a good idea, right? I mean, it's not like I jump into it and see if it would take me to the hells. Like, that's, wouldn't think about doing that. Didn't think about doing that. But, like taking a little bit and like using it as an energy source, like that's good. We need to be powerful, right? We need to, like there may be a dragon upstairs, there's maybe like 10 more dragons, there's all that stuff. And also this cannon, I'm pretty sure I've been looking at it and it like really goes boom. So like that's probably okay, right?
I'm gonna get closer to the blood. Just hold my hand over it. See if I can manipulate it at all through hemocraft. Just smelling. Do I get the essence that it's of the hells that this is?
Can I get both of you to make an investigation, Arcana, or we'll just say those two for now.
Not that good. 17.
Okay.
24.
as you both kind of like put your hands out over the surface of this river, you both see it's starting to rise. And then you both kind of recoil back, your hands stopping, and it falls.
That is very, very powerful. If only for the sheer reason that you learned about this through your little friend. I say, do not. The power in there is beyond anything we have ever seen. I understand what you want. I understand the allure of it. But that comes with consequences. You still have my blood. Try that first, please. I don't disagree with what your little friend says. Blood is a powerful, powerful substance. More powerful than most people understand. But that is not. Watch. And I'll hold my hand back over it again and watch as it starts to rise up. That wants us to consume us, devour us. Make it one with it. You don't control something like it.
Tiebreaker. Sola. She pulls brings you over.
I'm just standing there like,
What are we doing by the river of blood?
And everyone wakes up.
So
clack, 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 clack.
it's like not a big deal or anything.
It's not? Oh, okay.
No. Just
I just look over at Sola and
this is undeniably evil demonic jelly. I'm fully aware, but also it's super powerful, and I'm pretty sure I can use it to charge my cannon. And
Really? Wait.
yeah, right. So that's probably a good idea, right?
Boy. Okay. Oh my gosh. I mean, Ramsey looks extremely concerned. But you look very excited. Why would you want that? Aren't we pretty strong already? Like,
No.
no?
Nothing. Nothing like this. Like a little bit.
Boy. So you're asking for my guidance or my permission?
Perspective.
Perspective?
We
Perspective.
made a commitment, all of us, and
Mm-hmm.
These two walk over with Doric in tow.
so
Doric has the
Here's the-
goofiest smile on him because he realized that
Brace. Me and Scree are trying not to laugh.
His bracelet has been changed out, and he's just looking at Sola like, oh my god, I love you still.
And Sola sees the Doric is like happy, and so she's like, oh good, he's happy that we're friends.
He's taking this really well.
All to the subject.
He's recovered very well.
You came in and swapped the bracelet. I knew you were
And Eon interrupts to give you the spiel about what happened,
Okay.
getting everyone up to speed.
Okay, Eon, here's the thing. We can offer our perspectives, and I'm the cautious one in the group. But what I think you should do is follow your heart. You were here to do something specific, and what I think you should do is not what you would do. So,
I appreciate that, Zola. But I kind of do need. I don't know. It's helpful to hear what everyone else thinks because I know that this isn't really safe, and I know it's dangerous to look into this kind of magic, and I also know that it's just like what I'm built for.
yeah, I think that's true. Do you think you can contain it to the cannon?
Yeah. Yeah, my magic hasn't hurt me or anybody else. Unless I wanted to.
Right.
Ever.
You know, Eon, normally anything that puts Ramsey in a bad mood usually puts me in a good mood. However, Ramsey, would this put Eon in danger?
Most undoubtedly.
I don't know about that. Lash says it will power up this thing, and from what I've gathered, I think that would make sense, and I think it will help make all of us stronger for whatever is up there right now.
And the idea is to what? Throw it in the pool and see what happens?
Collect a little bit and put it in. I can show. There's like a
Canister.
little.
Mhm.
There's an area right in here. So I think what I would do is I would carefully use one of the syringes and I would put it in. I would make an effort not to touch it because I don't want my essence to go into it either.
And Ian, with your passive investigation, you would be able to tell, like, there's a spot, kind of like two compartments in the inner side here. One for the lyrium.
Okay.
And the other part you can see is there's like a bunch of scorch marks. Almost like something was burned away.
So this weapon was used by whomever is running this mine. Eon, we know that whoever was running this mine, sorry, no offense, Sola, whoever was, are not in good hands like I told you last night. I criminally hate to side with Ramsey, as you know that's very uncommon. And I fear what Scree may say as my agent of chaos.
I say, fuck it. What's the worst that can happen? She turns into a little demon. She's already a little demon. She's a little more demon.
You have no clue.
I know. That's what I said.
I get up and walk away.
And you know Ramsey better than I do, certainly. You know your bestie just like I know mine. If this is worth upsetting your very close friend at, I think that's what you need to consider.
I don't know why I'm pulled towards this kind of magic, but it makes sense. I don't know what else I'm gonna do.
Then, Eon,
Ramsey will forgive you, Eon. I'm sure he will.
Dor, can you help Eon out too? Maybe offer a little...
I do anything that you wanted me to.
Wonderful. I want you to give Eon your inspiration right now.
Absolutely. Eon, do your best. Take a bardic inspiration.
Hell yeah.
Excellent. D8?
Yes.
And you're also guided in whatever is to come.
Oh, it's actually a D10 now.
Oh, she
Bardic
is.
inspiration is a D10.
I'm gonna whisper discreet. I have no idea what the hell this is. or
Yeah, I
what it's
have no
gonna do.
idea what's happening right now.
We're not smart enough to
No,
comprehend any of this.
no.
I don't know.
Like, I just want to go swimming.
I wouldn't recommend
Oh,
Not high on intelligence on this side of the table.
no. All right.
One last kind of concerned, guilty look over at Ramsey.
Oh no,
Walks.
I've gone up the steps.
And I'll pull out the empty syringe and I'll carefully go up to it and try to collect some.
Easy enough.
And then,
Sorry, the blood quickly enters the syringe, forcing its way in. You don't even pull.
Sweet. Okay. And then carefully put that into the chamber.
All right. I'm gonna need you to make 2 investigation checks. The first, as you place a piece of lyrium inside and activate this thing. The second, to ensure that this magical blood acts as a coolant in the way that it needs to be. You have guidance on the first roll, I guess? Or, yeah, well, we could say for both for this one, that's fine. As well as bardic inspiration.
Inspiration.
You still have a D10 as well. You won't use it.
Please.
Come on.
10.
Intelligence?
Yeah, this is
Investigation.
investigation.
That's not the end of the world. 24 altogether.
Okay, yeah,
Okay,
absolutely. So
but
for
like, the D10 helped.
for the first roll, you guys watch as Eon attaches this cannon, holding it as it slides onto your arm, just up to the elbow, but not. It's very loose and like does not hold onto your arm very well, and you're like, "What the hell? This is kind of ass." But you get the lyrium shard inside, and you hear the engine starting up. Until it is a just resonating hum in this space.
Boy, no more stealth checks for us.
I need to cool this down before it's explodes.
All right, second investigation check.
And I have guidance on that one still?
Yeah,
Please go well.
Because it lasts a minute.
Please go well.
that's a recast. That's fine though. Same kind of.
18. No, plus 9. Plus 26.
Very different numbers. Would have resulted in very different results.
I panicked.
Okay, 26.
Yes.
You guys watch as this magical blood begins to enter into this cooling track, and you see it begin to... And then the shard turns red, and all the light and the energy from here turns red. And in this moment, you feel the blood magic, this heaviness in this attaching itself to the cannon, changing it, growing in it. And you all watch as from the elbow up, a white calcium bone attachment begins to grow onto your arm and holds itself there, making the cannon very light in your touch.
What?
You can add the blood lyrium displacer into your inventory.
It's in here?
Uh-huh.
Are you okay, Eon? You feel okay? Your arm looks weird.
Does that need healing?
Yeah, what? We shouldn't see that. Skin should be over that.
Do I need to attune to it?
Mm-mm.
No?
Mm-mm.
What?
That's kind of a scary thing. She's not talking, Sola.
I'm worried something is wrong.
I know, is she in shock?
God.
She's hysterically happy, Sola. It's scary. I don't know what's happening.
This isn't right.
Do you want to give it a try?
Eon literally is just like this and doing her thing where she goes. She has stopped breathing.
Just waving my hand in her face.
I knew it. Pew!
Roll.
Okay.
You don't need to roll to hit, but roll damage.
I never used D12s.
Uh-huh.
D12s.
Correct.
Nice. Oh, she's got multiple. Oh.
Oh, that wasn't a good one.
It's a
19
test.
points.
That wasn't a good.
Yeah. You guys watch as this flash of red light, and it collides into a on the other side. Faster than you can see it move. A dangerous weapon.
I come running back down, hearing the sound.
It's gonna help all of us.
I walk away.
Wow. Okay. That's intense. Ramsey not happy, but we'll work on that. Does it feel good?
I can control this.
Okay.
I
okay.
understand this. It is just right.
All right. I trust you.
And honestly, this is what strength looks like for me. And I don't need these. And I'll pull off the gauntlets. So somebody, this
Okay.
is strong for me.
Yeah. I mean, that beam was crazy. So, for sure.
All the tiny little spiders coming out of your backpack go and raise their little hands, and all of them are like, there's a few going onto the shoulder, like nuzzling on it a little bit, and just showing some love.
Aww. This is so cool. This is really
Wow.
this is really great. Does anyone want strong bracers?
Yeah, I can't.
I might max out when
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think we'll just hang on to them for now.
I mean, I have an empty attunement slot, but we also just took a long rest.
Right.
Well,
Do we have a bag? Oh, we do.
we do have a bag
Yeah.
holder. Well, for now, Scree, can you hold on to these?
Yes,
I-
I love holding on to things.
I want to focus.
Let me know real quick, thank you.
What's in the bag?
Yeah, please actually put it in the bag.
What
Like,
are they called again?
Gauntlets of Ogre
Power.
Power. I want to focus on what's right for me. And this is right. And she'll look over kind of where Ramsey went again. Yep. And then she'll kind of fiddle with it a little bit.
Right.
Okay, well, we should probably get a move on. Here's a quick breakfast for everybody. Nothing special. Just
Rations.
rations. Ramsey, you hungry? I think he's not hungry. Okay, well, to the rest of you, please eat.
He's really mad at you, so he told me earlier.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yes, I heard it. I heard it.
Boy, well, I guess that makes two of us then. We'll work on him. All right. Well, okay. We should probably get a move on. We've got a whole mine shaft to travel here. There were a few things along the way that kind of needed cleaning up. So let's be on our way, everybody.
All right. With no objections, you all begin the trek. Well, I guess sort of trek back, walking over to the mine shaft, getting inside it, rising up to a small room that you left in before.
There were the room with four doors.
Yes, and the
We get
floor
to
above.
there.
Yes, this is the room kind of with all the crates and the boxes and everything that you were in before. But yeah.
Should we take a sec to just have a quick look through the rest of these rooms? Make sure this...
Yeah.
Okay. We'll look through them one by one.
Okay. So you guys enter kind of back into kind of where you came in from. There are 3 doors that you essentially have not checked. One directly to your right, one directly to your left, and another a little bit farther away on the left.
So we'll go into the one on her right first.
Okay. The one on your right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, as you kind of walk up to this door, you twist the handle on it, and you all watch as Sola disappears as the door popping out. Can you make a dexterity save?
Wonderful. Yes. 5.
Can I try? If I
Oh, and
see it,
maybe 8.
but also try and grab her out of the way.
This thing is spring-loaded,
Okay.
unfortunately. Take 34 points of bludgeoning damage.
Bludgeon?
Sola
As
just
What?
gets flattened.
you guys see, essentially what happens here is the door magically, this blue light pops out from below it, and Sola is just, as this whole thing kind of swivels and she is crushed under its weight for a second.
35.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ouch.
We should check for traps next time. Are you okay?
That fucking hurt. Oh, she's holding her nose. There's blood pouring out of it. Oh my god.
So these rooms are trapped, ladies and gentlemen.
I'll walk up and just and stop it.
Make a medicine check.
Or not.
He just holds his hand.
8.
8. For a second, you feel like the blood begins to thicken. Just for a second. And then you feel that come down again.
She pulls out some gauze.
Sorry.
That was thanks for trying, I guess. Wow. I'm not sure if that one is worth going into anymore.
But there could be something so
I
cool
mean, there
behind
could,
it.
but
Trapped for a reason.
it just can't be me that tries the
Why don't
doors
we-
anymore.
I'm very
Try.
athletic. And I'll be stretching.
I was going to say, if you try holding the top where I pivoted from, there's a fulcrum point. So
And everyone goes underneath, maybe.
either that, or if it tries to come down on Scree, then
Backflip.
you can catch and
Scree.
Scree can.
Scree could get in pretty quick.
Oh yes, scoot.
Yes.
Scoot.
I'll scoot.
Yes. Old scoot plan, shall we?
Okay. You begin to get close to this door, you touch the door handle, and you see a light flash underneath it. You can make a dex save with advantage.
Plus
I'll
3.
Yeah, we'll say to kind of like use the swivel to get underneath it. It'll be a little bit harder, but it's great.
So that's 25.
I'll do it, yeah.
Cool.
Team Chaos for the win.
That'll do it. You pop into the room, and you see what appears to be this kind of what looks to be like a storage room for the miners when they're on shift. You see a bunch of lockers along one side of the door. There's a safe kind of located at the back of the room, and with your eyes, you see 3 red imps
Oh.
sitting on the top of the lockers looking at you as you enter in. But they're not moving, they're not saying anything, they're just looking at you.
What are you guys doing here?
Did you find anything, Scree?
There's some little dudes in here. Like, Eon's little dude.
I immediately go through.
As you're doing that, the 3 imps are going to go after Scree. Can you, really quick, the 2 of you roll initiative?
Is it safe for the rest of us to come in now?
We're like,
The doors-
holding the door.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on?
This is the problem, because Rainier's kind of holding the door to kind of help this process. As this is gonna get a little funky, but we'll see how much it matters.
Hello.
I don't know what's happening. 23.
23, yeah.
15.
Both of you go before the imps. You guys, well, Ramsey doesn't see shit, but Scree, you see these.
Oh, I do now.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Well, yeah.
yeah.
Smell, I don't.
Yeah. They're still invisible,
Yeah.
but Scree can see them,
Okay.
and Scree's up first.
Yeah.
And you see them like baring their teeth. A few of them in the air, like coming, trying to fly towards you.
Look, mans, I will fucking kill you. Like, I swear, like, this guy will too. If you just want to chill the fuck out. Like, you could just sit on your locker. Like, I was literally gonna do that. I wasn't gonna fuck with you guys.
You've gotten really comfortable around Lash.
I don't know if I need to make. Is this persuasion? Is this intimidation?
It's a little bit of both.
You know what?
Dealer's choice.
Either or. Persuade? Are you persuading or intimidating? You choose. You figure it out.
Yeah, performance. Yeah.
That's a 21 persuasion.
They just kind of like, as you were, and they just kind of like fly back onto the top of the lockers. All 3 of them just sitting in a row, just like.
Let's chill, don't worry. Come on,
And then
there's a safe.
Eon's head pokes through, and you see all of them go.
Can I see them?
No. But all 3 of them you see immediately pop in the corner to get as far away as
Oh,
possible.
they're really scared of Eon.
What do you see?
I say to Scree, get out now.
Me get out? But there's
As I'm turning, I start turning in front of your face. No!
Scree, what is happening in
I
there? My
literally
arms
just-
are getting sore.
Rams just yelled at me.
about?
I go after
I
all
don't know
3.
what's going on.
Ramsey, you can't see them.
I'll violently strike where they were looking at. Where Scree was
You
looking.
start destroying the locker room, and every one of you watch as Ramsey tears the room apart.
What is going on in there?
No pain, no
Finger
attention
issues.
to any of you, not connecting on anything, just letting out some steam.
Should we just like close
Scree, get out, Scree.
But there's a safe over there.
That sounds worth your life, man!
Well, then just like sneak around.
Can I?
You can certainly try.
I am going to try to sneak around
Ramsey, can you roll an attack, please?
18.
You hit Scree. As you're running past Scree, a leg pops up behind and just you right in the rib cage.
My rib cage.
10 points of slashing damage.
What? Your ribcage? What happened to your ribcage?
What's going on in there?
He's really trying to kill me, guys.
What? What?
I don't know. He's trying to kill something that he can't see.
Scree's on the other side. He's trying to kill me. He's trying to kill me. Just to paint a picture. Okay, it's not quite.
I feel like he had it coming. So let them sort it out.
Either way, Scree, you get to.
God,
Are
yeah.
you gonna just try and while Ramsey's losing his shit?
Yeah, Ramsey, just shut the fuck up.
Can Zola point her flashlight in there?
Sure.
Is
Yeah.
that
Ramsey
helpful,
hit
didn't
the imps.
No. No.
Sola,
they're-
can you see?
they're
Can I still
literal-
smell them
they're-
there?
You can smell them in the room. It just doesn't give you a direct area.
It's not like radar.
And they've been there
Do
for
you
a
have
while.
dark vision or something?
Doesn't matter, they're invisible.
Oh no, but I mean to see you and like what's going on in there.
Yeah,
Okay, Eon, can you see? Sola, do you have a light? What is happening?
You see a flash of Scree followed by a white wolf just.
What? Why is he a wolf? Why is he in wolf form? What?
he's
Very
mad
angry. He's very upset.
With Scree?
with me.
Scree, can you make an investigation check?
Yes. 21.
This is definitely trapped.
Fuck.
Ramsey, can you make another hit?
That's 27 to hit.
Okay,
Whoa.
this is just an unarmed strike on this one, as you just hit him with kind of like a brush into, but you
Oh,
are
okay.
so like you cannot control yourself.
Okay. Then it's,
He's not like moving or anything.
yeah,
in a way
not
that
going after you. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just 3 points of damage though.
just 3
And
points.
the other one, good, take 10 or put 7 back. And
Yeah, just take 3. That's
Sola,
fine.
Eon, I
okay.
think you need to get in there to help with Ramsey. You two seem like the best people to maybe do that.
Please help.
I only know how to
God,
forcefully
guys.
calm somebody down.
Well, like, he just needs to get it out. I think.
are you holding on to the safe?
Yes.
I just shove it as far as I can towards the door, not knowing that Scree's attached, just in tirade.
Make an athletics check.
Do you think we'll roll out of the door together?
Perchance. If the dice roll.
We alive one.
Yay, that 20! Meant to be! I can get it back.
Yeah.
Is your dice okay?
You just full on every ounce of strength in you pushing this chest with Scree attached to it, holding on to it. You're like,
Hurling rock.
Whoa!
as Scree and the chest come flying through, breaking the door that Rhaenyra's trying to.
Fuck that door.
Are you okay?
Ramsey's man.
I'll just stand inside the door and just kind of hover and just make sure he's not hurting himself.
Yeah, give him a minute, guys. Like, he needs to get something out of him.
He really doesn't like lockers.
Eon, you just hear Lash's voice in your ear just say, "Be careful of him."
Go away, Lash. Just go away.
Sol will join Eon at the door and kind of just like watching Ramsey with concern, letting him go. Are you able to open that?
Yeah,
screen?
yeah, I don't know.
Can you make a sleight of hand check?
Yeah. The 20.
20? just enough as you're able to
Yeah.
detect. As you're able to, I don't even know why I asked to roll in some of these, but that was close. That was very close, actually. That's why, I guess. But you are able to find this mechanism as you click and lock a half turn, and then you hear just a slow release of gas, and you realize if you had released it all the way, probably wouldn't have been a fun time for you.
Mm-hmm.
You did the old dunk.
Yeah, but you just
The button.
you open it, and inside is a lot of gold pieces,
Sick.
platinum pieces, silver, a few gems.
Put it in the bag of holding.
What the actual?
We talked about it. It's okay.
Yeah, it's actually more than that.
Anyway,
By like 2,000.
What did you find, Scree?
What's in there?
There's just garbage in here.
he's right in front of all of you. Like,
I would like a share of the garbage this time. I just got bashed in the face.
She did.
Whoa.
oh,
We can split it up, but
Yeah, we can.
you're keeping track of it though.
Yes.
You've counted it.
Well, I haven't yet, but I will count it.
Great.
Because you need to know what you're pulling out of the bag of holding in order to pull it out.
Yes.
Cool. On it.
How much gold was it?
you could. Are you taking? You're taking the time to count it all out?
Well, I just
No.
if I have to have like an amount in the bag of holding.
Just say giant chest filled with gold, trapped room,
Okay.
B2,
Okay.
and I will know what that means.
Giant chest.
What it was, the description, where he found it. That's all I needed. I could work the rest out.
Scrolls back through the notes and there.
And there it was.
Dion will cautiously. I can't actually whistle, but Dion can.
That's a
A hit, a hit, a hit.
At this point, I've turned back and I'm just on my knees, hands bloodied. Like I've probably broken every bone in both hands. Just like half slumped over, facing the wall.
You ready to carry on?
Slowly just get up. Start setting everything back in my hands. I just walk past Eon.
I think it's a chill pill.
No kidding.
He's been through a lot, guys.
He
What
has a-
else do we need to do here?
I don't know.
There's
like,
still one
this-
more room that we
We need to
have.
find that fucking gnome or the dwarf or whatever the fuck he was.
Can anybody do that
dwarf
magically?
And like, well,
There's 2 more rooms.
yeah, we have
There's
2 more rooms, yeah.
still.
Dora, can you search for someone magically? Do you have any magic that allows you to locate?
Could I use Divine Sense for that? It's only within 60 feet.
And what does it sense?
Until the end of your... So you can sense anything affected by a hollow spell or know the location of any celestial fiend undead within 60 feet. Probably not here.
If he's dead.
Yeah, that'd give us.
Could I try that?
Well, if he's undead.
Undead.
Yeah, if he's dead already.
So if he was dead and then came back alive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody
He's just-
raised him as a zombie.
Probably not.
No,
In
let's
this
just-
place, wouldn't put it past it.
Let's just clear these rooms, save what you got then,
He
save
might-
your energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We gotta get to the surface, so I'll go to the next
We'll
room.
make it quick. Be careful on that
Everybody's in
door.
that mood
Don't
screen.
I'll go to
Yeah,
the next
screen,
room.
please
No.
come and open the doors.
I'm already looking
Go check
at
the
it.
doors
I
because they're
love doors.
yeah they're all in a weird mood except for us. Like I
You
know.
could
No, like,
investigate the door.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit and stare. Like, where I can smell it coming from.
Okay.
Do you want to read my book?
I've gone up to the next door and I'm looking for traps.
All right. You want to make an investigation check?
Do I?
Do you ever?
17.
Doesn't appear trapped.
Feel pretty good about this one.
Mm-hmm. Inside this room, on the opposite side of this hallway, you see what looks to be just like a kind of a simple lobby and miscellaneous items area. You can see where the previous room may have been like for more important belongings and personal effects. This is just like straight. Here's your cot to sleep in if you're gonna do
Like
that.
the break room or something.
Yeah, exactly. And in this room, you can see a torn rug depicting a hammer and a pickaxe over this wide dwarf's back, who's walking this kind of like large path up to this kind of great mountain. And in the corner of this room, you notice immediately something that does not fit. A stone statue of a small humanoid figure crouched down on its knees. And as you get closer, you see a mohawk out of stone. And you can see that he's leaned over something. His hands in front of his face. And you can see his face has been partially broken.
Does that oddly look like the description? that
Found
we're
him.
given?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. What is he crouched over? What is he holding?
You see he's kind of like crouched over, but his arms are kind of positioned like he was grabbing something from his back.
Ramsey, what would cause somebody to be turned into stone like this?
Several things. There's magical spells that can turn people to stone. There's basilisks. There's...
Is there any healing from this?
Guessing by that, and I point to the like chunk of face missing, he's better off the way he is.
You can grow back a toe, you can grow back a cheek. Yeah. If I take a look, the stone figure doesn't have like a backpack on. Can I see what he's grabbing? He's grabbing a weapon?
Does not have a backpack on.
So he is reaching to something on his back?
Yep.
And his hand is empty.
And there's nothing there.
Looking at what's on her and trying to spatially fit it. Would it fit there?
What?
The
Sorry.
displacer? Before?
On the back?
Yeah.
Maybe. Sure.
I see you looking at it. Say, this didn't do that. It's not that kind of magic, and we found it in a case at the front. Maybe something jumped onto his back and bit him and turned him to stone. Maybe he had some kind of, I don't know, maybe he wanted to blow the place up. Maybe he was reaching for something to blow it up. And he got turned to stone, you know?
It could have been anything. There's no indication here. If he's petrified, I have magic that could fix this, but I don't have it right now.
Well, do we take him with us?
Can we lift it?
Could.
If we try?
You could, potentially.
Because all we
It
have
would
to
slow
do,
you down, though.
all we have to do is just like get him outside.
Yeah, up to the front.
Or we could just leave him and just tell him we didn't see anything.
I don't think we need to lie. We could leave him But tell his band that he was petrified and that there wasn't much that myself or Sola could do. Which is the truth, I feel.
I mean, we have kind of cleared the way for them to come in and get him if they want to. It's a bit of a trek. And I guess there's robots still at the front gate. But,
And worms.
and, well, there may be more worms, I suppose, yes. I think we need to try to take him.
I'm a little bit more concerned about what did this to him, so just kind of watch yourselves, I guess.
We leave him.
Well, then let's go.
All right. I'm only one voice.
All right. You leave.
Was there one more room to explore?
There was.
Yep. Let's go have a quick look at that.
I'm gonna stay in the room with him. Just looking at, walk around the statue,
Okay.
seeing if anything, just pondering. Do I get anything of what it could be that he was reaching for?
Make an insight check.
That's 26.
Ooh. The look on his face, at least from what you can, that's still there, isn't fearful. Determined, maybe. As if they knew what they were trying to do.
Did he play the guitar?
He was the lead singer.
So he didn't play an instrument?
I don't think so. I don't think there was also like a guitar. It was more kind of like fantasy-based
Whatever.
instruments, I guess we could say.
Yeah, like a lute.
Yeah,
perchance.
something like that, yeah.
Either way. That's all you find.
And there's nothing.
Before we leave, knowing what my dispel magic is capable of, do I believe that this is an effect that could be dispelled? Or is this more of a, like my greater restoration that I have?
You would need something to cure petrification.
Right, okay. Alright. That's the way it is. Okay.
But you go up to the final door.
Yep.
Um,
Who's feeling lucky? Look for traps again.
I will.
Somebody- you will.
I love doors.
make an investigation check.
21.
With guidance.
With guidance. What is that? That's a
Another
D4.
D4.
Mm.
25.
Ooh, doesn't appear trapped.
I will try to open.
Okay. Kind of clicks open, the handle turning in your feathered grasp
Nice.
as you swing the door open. And you see kind of along the pathway in front of you, about 10 feet ahead, this room opens up into a place where you can feel magical energy pulsating. Red light pierced this room, and as you all of you kind of get to this part, you see there's a ledge and pieces of rock floating in the space. Each piece filled with this red energy. That's all you see for now.
Is it, sorry, there's a ledge. Are you saying it's like a cliff that goes off into nothingness, or is there a ledge just as a shelf?
Yeah, this is very much a nothingness shelf. Or nothingness cliff, sorry.
Huh.
There are
Okay.
floating pieces of rocks in the abyss below. And each one of these pieces is fairly large. You can see parts of a rail track on one of them. Signposts saying no entry, poison ahead.
Magic detector.
Magic shit. Magic is hell. Hella magic.
What is this?
I don't know. It's magical. Like, are these pieces, like, could they be jumped to? Do they appear to lead to a place?
There does seem to be a there's like a collection of these different rocks and stones, but there is a floating staircase in this area, in a small piece of ground at the top of it that is floating as well. And in that area, you would definitely notice, even with your passive perception, if you weren't paying that close attention, that there's just a very shiny glint reflecting off the red light as these rocks thin from the top of this ground. An item of some sort, reflecting the light.
Sola's kind of gonna go up to the edge and just like be looking around and like feeling a little bit pensive about all of the nothingness, but she feels like this weird pull to like get out there, and she has this idea and she's going to use a bonus action from her new item, and essentially what happens is there's a little like pulse of light, and suddenly massive wings shoot out of her back from the armor, and the wings are interesting because everybody sees something different. Each of you who are watching, you see what you would interpret to be an angel's wings. Like something that is indicative to you of like familiarity and like safety, and so that you know this like instills a feeling of trust in you. So like, I don't know, Scree, for example, you might see like feathers. Ramsey might see, I don't know, something more like animalistic.
Like a coat.
Like,
A coat.
maybe.
Not that kind of coat,
I was
guys.
gonna say like almost like
It's just rays of light.
eagle rays of light. Sure, yeah, whatever would be angelic to you. I mean, Eon, you may see something slightly more like almost demonic, but that gives you a sense of like goodness that you can trust or something. So Sola, without really knowing what is happening or what she's doing, the wings start lifting her off the ground and out over top of this like nothingness space and out towards this like little glint of light.
It's a little awkward. You're not
Yeah.
quite sure how to move in the air.
I've never done this before.
You kind of falter. Stall? Something like that.
Not now, Doric. I'm kind of concentrating here.
You look absolutely angelic.
Doris just sees Sola.
Yeah.
But you feel that light, that warmth on along your back, you focus in on it, and in a second you fly fast to where your thought brings you.
Right.
Up to this ledge, this top of ground on this floating staircase, and you see lying there a satchel.
Okay.
And you can see, kind of lying on the ground beside it, is an empty vial with just pieces of drops of green liquid.
Okay. That's everything?
Yes. You would probably open the satchel, I'm assuming.
I would take the satchel.
Yeah.
And probably carefully pick up the vial, not letting the liquid touch you, probably. But there's a little bit of liquid in it still.
Yes.
It looks like, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and not really sure how long this thing is gonna last. She'll grab these two things and make her way back to where it came from.
You watch as Sola lands down on the ground in front of you. Wings slowly folding in, but very, very large.
Right.
Well, that's new.
Yeah, that's new. That was from this, the armor stuff. Really cool. Wow.
Yes, it was very, very bright.
Yeah.
They were bright to you? I
Yes.
just saw black dragon wings.
Really?
That's what I saw. I didn't see any light. What did you see,
That's
Eon?
very strange. I just saw solar.
Sola just
Yeah, we know Dork.
yeah.
Thank you, gods.
Did you see dragon wings or light?
I also just saw Sola.
Well, anyway, yeah, I don't fully understand it, but I found this thing, the satchel, and this other vial. This is not my thing. Do you guys want to? Have any of you have a look?
I
at
reach
this?
over and grab it.
Yeah. And Sola will look in the satchel.
In the side of the satchel, you find about 150 gold pieces,
Oh boy.
a harmonica, and a
Harmonica.
dark green liquid that is encapsulated in a potion vial.
Is it similar to the liquid that's in the lunch you gave me?
Much darker.
Okay. Cool. Well, this is like cool. I might learn how to play this.
Doric might know how to
Is it
play
magical?
it better.
No.
Oh, well, I would love to teach you sometime.
You know what? That would be nice.
Doric, do you think this belonged to the singer?
Well, didn't you guys say that he was more of a string player rather than an air instrument?
Wasn't Doric the
He was just
fan
the singer,
of the
yeah.
group, and we didn't?
Singer.
Yeah. Singers can play the harmonica, from what I
Like the
remember.
one instrument they're allowed to have.
Yeah,
Tambourine.
that's right.
Maybe a little bell.
Little triangle.
It's like when the guitarist is doing his solo, the lead singer whips out the harmonica and.
Yeah. There you go. Exactly.
Yes, I do believe it is. Although I must say, he's doing quite well for himself that that's what he has in his satchel as a performer.
What's the green
Yeah,
liquid that
and
he's
then
carrying around,
there's
Ramsey?
also this green liquid. Do you guys want to investigate that as well? This is also
This
not
other
my
vial.
thing.
I'll take that too.
Sure. So, dark green liquid vial for you.
Do you want to take the time to identify it?
Sure.
Okay.
Both, if I can.
Okay. In this specific scenario, it would take you about 10 minutes.
Okay.
But
I don't think we have time. I think we need to keep going.
We really should keep going. We've spent a lot of time here.
Did we go up the elevator already? Yeah, we did. Sorry, I was right.
You're on the second floor.
We're on the second floor.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're really far away from that. I don't know, should we try to like collapse that elevator before we go too far? Like, we don't want people getting too close to that jelly, right?
Boy.
I feel like we don't have a lot of time. I feel like we need to get up.
No, I don't think that's a good idea either, because there's the tomb is down there. I mean, I guess, well, maybe it's best left buried again. I suppose it's not a bad idea.
I'm all for keeping anyone and anything away from that.
Yeah, right. Okay, sure. Let's make that our final act on our way out. Sure, if you wanna. Do you have an idea? To blast it?
I would just start shooting fireballs at the wall and let it collapse down the tunnel. It will at least be a deterrent for anyone coming this way if we covered it.
Okay, sure. So.
Scree, you've got some magic you can shoot at it without expending yourself too hard, and we can just pew 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 pew.
Do what?
I don't
think
believe-
I
Oh,
did.
you don't anymore. You never did.
That was the
I
last
just went back in time 18 months. I'm sorry.
His file was green.
I just had an identity crisis.
I did. I had a whole ass moment.
I was like,
right
oh,
there.
okay.
I'm sorry. Scree was ready to go for it though.
Okay,
Just
no.
next class screen.
I'll
You
run
shoot
back
at it,
over.
and I'll
Ready?
shoot some stuff at it too.
All right. You all kind of walk back down to
we
the
get it's a good distance and
to the area there. The last thing that Rhaenyra sees is a symbol of Cloud Trading Company as the roof collapses over top of it, causing the cavern to shake rather violently.
Run! We need to go. We need to go.
Yep. Let's carry on before it gets any worse.
You all begin to quickly make your way back, going faster and faster. Are you running? I'm guessing.
Yeah, we're
Busting
definitely.
ass.
If it's feeling as though it's
Trying to-
collapsing, we're
Yeah. It feels like you're collapsing. It's kind of like this one thing as you're kind of getting back to the room with all the doors. Parts of the ceiling start to fall. Luckily, no one is in the path of any of the falling rocks. So you all begin to climb up the pathway to the kind of like the first floor. You get to the part with like the muddy kind of slope that you got to before. Some of you deciding to slide down it. Some of you taking a more
Solar rides
Easy
down on
pass.
her shield.
there you go, yeah. However you may choose to go down it. And you quickly find yourselves at the foot of the mines, the cave, this entrance.
What about the warden's office? Because there was still that chest there as well.
Yes,
Right.
it was.
If it's safe to stop there, we'd like to stop there.
Sure.
Well, we never found a key, so
We have more of this lyrium, and just a gut instinct. I think if we try to open it with lyrium, it might open. It also might explode.
yeah, let's try it with only one person in the room this time.
That's a risk I'm willing to take.
Okay. Use a piece of
I
lyrium.
will guide you in this again.
We'll just close the door while we wait.
Yep, that door is definitely going to hold in any explosions.
Just kind of peek one eye through the door.
Yeah, there's lots of holes, so you can peek both eyes through the door.
Oh, good.
All right, Scree.
Yeah.
You got a big shiny blue rock in one hand
Yeah.
and a whole lot of, I don't know,
Guspo.
A lot of gumption.
gumption. There you go. And the other.
Yeah.
Make an investigation check. Let's see if you can.
Add that 1d4.
Oh, okay.
Go.
19. I'm using an
Wait.
inspiration.
No.
What?
Plus 5.
Yeah.
19 plus 5.
24.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, 24.
Better. And enough. Especially with Delirium, as you touch it to this chest, you see on the front panel this magical lock begin to appear. Coming up from the bottom and rising to the top, you see it fully form itself. And as you get out your tools to begin to pick into this, make a sleight of hand check.
You got this. Don't blow up.
It's a 37.
You got this.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah.
You did it.
And I didn't expect you guys to do this quite yet, so just give me 1 second.
I'm like peeking through. I'm like, I knew you could do it.
He's gonna start giving us chests where the DC is like 40. Just to make it a
Or
challenge.
mimics.
Or mimics. It's just a mimic.
In this economy?
You just unlocked the mimic.
You see this lock opening up and then teeth appear and then
This wasn't to keep us out of the chest. It was to keep the chest inside.
Sorry guys, just 1 second here.
I can't believe you didn't think we would get the chest.
Well, I kind of it's stuck in my notes because it's not in, like the right like this session notes. Okay, there we go.
So we'll place her harmonica.
Sing us a song, piano man.
There's still a very large front close by.
I guess that's true. It's just so much fun. Played a musical instrument.
we have approximately 6,000 harmonicas in this house.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you could find one.
So inside this chest are 2 items. Once again, another potion. This time a deep, rich red. Thinking.
If it's a red, familiar red liquid,
I was gonna say I'm not sure if this one would be familiar. I'll just say it is an elixir of health.
We've had one of those before.
Yeah, I think so.
So we'll have it.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. I'm actually may still have it.
Cures
Yeah, I do.
any blinded, deafened, poisoned, or paralyzed. And then it also had a small, what looks to be a small flask with a gold inscription. Made out to a Liberian tidal pog?
Okay. Is there anything inside it?
You flip the little flask over and it begins to just pour out.
Can I drink it?
Yeah, absolutely. Take a little sip. It's like decent whiskey.
Oh.
Pretty strong. But you notice as you continue to pour, it doesn't get any lighter in your hand.
You found the party flask.
Yeah.
what was the name of the lead singer again? It
Uh,
wasn't Tiberian,
I have
No.
Liberian
it.
title pop.
No, it definitely wasn't.
Rockefeller Sharp Guy.
That's right.
Sorry.
From Roxafella.
Roxafella.
Yeah, Rockfella
Yeah, but
Sharp.
that's totally not his real name. We should ask what his real name is.
It's real name to him.
You think the lead singer had a flask in the
Kurt
warden's
Lowenstein.
office?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. If he worked down here and it was confiscated, oh yeah.
I don't think he worked down here. I think he was involuntarily taken down here.
Maybe.
That's why the band was looking for him.
Well, this is my new flask.
Oh, it's yours now.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Maybe give some to Ramsey
nice
to lighten
thing
his
is-
mood.
Oh, yeah. Have a little sip, relax a little.
It kind of seems like he could have as much of a sip as he wants.
I
Let's
just take
just
it.
let's just go. We just good job. Let's
Thank
run.
you.
Let's run. Let's run. To our deaths.
All right. So, having figured out this little chest in the warden's office, you find yourselves walking back up to the top of the mines.
Before we exit, one last time, I'm going to reach out and see where Lilea is.
Lily.
Lilea.
Okay.
Wasn't that her sister's name?
Lorelai. Lilea.
All the
Lilea.
elves.
Lilea, as you focus, is in the direction of Two Hills, to your east.
Don't say anything.
Can we see any enforcers as we approach the opening?
None?
Do we hear any music?
No.
Well, maybe we can pop over to that little hut.
Yeah, let's see if they're still here. Maybe the enforcers just went home on shift break or something.
When have we ever been that lucky?
Never.
Okay. So pessimistic, me too.
Not with that attitude.
Yeah.
We carefully run over to the hut and peek inside, jump inside.
Hello, hello, Roxafallen.
The door. You see the familiar face of Dan. So, oh, you're back. So you weren't able to find.
We maybe found him, but he was petrified. He was a statue.
He's taken your band name quite literally.
And he was in kind of rough shape too. The statue was.
Oh, we're so screwed. Oh, we had so many gigs lined up. We were gonna go on tour. Oh, we're fucked. Oh, we're so fucked. Okay. Okay.
All you gotta do is find us somebody to unpetrify him and grow his face back, and then like
Somehow that sounds a lot harder than just finding a new singer. Well, and you see the other two like.
That's all you're sad about, is that you don't have a lead singer anymore. He's also kind of
Yeah, he's
dead.
kind of dead. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did figure that out. But thank you for pointing it
You
out
don't
again.
seem quite torn up about it at all.
Shock is a lovely thing. Just people react in all different ways. Do you have any good news?
Mad attitude.
Well, we found all kinds of cool stuff.
Is his name
there.
Liberian?
No.
What could it be?
No.
Good news. Let's see. We traveled all the way down, fought a night of the hells.
Worms. Don't forget the worms.
Oh yes, the yucky worms that were all over the
We had
place.
to climb a mud hill.
There was that.
Corpses without their legs and arms and eyes.
Yeah, a Bulgura, as well as a river of blood that was just there.
Also a room with like stairs flying.
Great. I'm sorry. My brain, I can't.
An ancient...
This is out of my... Nope. He slowly starts to close the door.
I kick it open. You will listen.
It's a really interesting story.
We risked life and limb. Not just for you, or your friend, but for ourselves. If you care at all about your friend, you have two choices. You find the means to correct what has happened to him, which I will tell you now is very expensive. Or you walk in there, you find the biggest, heaviest thing you can, and you end his suffering.
What's fucking wrong with you?
So,
Just go. Just go.
so
just
many
go.
things.
So ungrateful. I literally died.
Thanks. Sorry. Lot going on. We're gonna go figure out what we need to do. You guys, good luck.
I think it's probably just important before we go to ask if he saw any dragons while we were in there.
He just looks up, and you see dark clouds completely blotting out the sun. I don't think I'd be able to see him.
Does it look like the
We should go.
dragon clouds from the other town?
What was this his harmonica? Would you recognize it?
Oh, yeah.
Is it?
It is, yeah. It is his harmonica.
Well, would you like it? It's kind of fun to play, but if it means anything to you, you can have it.
He kind of like looks to the other two and just kind of like, sure, just okay, sure.
I hope you can find someone to play it. I wasn't very good, so it won't be me.
Turns to the other two and just goes, "Come on." And the three of them exit out of the hut, and last thing you see is them standing in front of the mine.
Well, that's depressing. I guess we can't complete all of our missions successfully.
They are assholes. They deserved it.
Did we ever really agree to help them?
Well, they did help us get into there.
I mean, we sort of like soft agreed.
We were just too late to save the lead singer. And really, Stanley did all the work to help us get in there anyways, so...
And if they are gonna go in, like how will they even know where to find them? They didn't stay long enough. If it's not like they have a guide or something.
And you and Sola kind of destroyed the entire place.
Well, we don't know if it fully
well,
collapsed in that
I
area.
mean, we only collapsed the little River of Blood area and cut off access to the Tomb of the Valkyrie of Life. They could maybe make their way still back into where the petrified fellow was. Maybe? I guess we don't know for sure. But anyway.
But like Ramsey said, I think we should move on. They were a little bit short with us, anyways.
Well, I was kind of expecting that we'd get out of here and there would be like a dragon raining acid down on the town or something, and I don't really see that, so now I'm kind of not sure what we should do.
Yeah. I guess if nobody else has any better ideas, maybe it's time for us to go and warn the leadership of Two Hills that there's a dragon coming and see if they're at all receptive to that, or if they are on the dragon's side, and maybe then we know where we stand with them.
It's a bit risky.
It is, but I'm not really sure what other choice we have at this point?
Well, Leia's here.
She's here, and there isn't a dragon raining fire. To me, that kind of indicates that she's welcome here.
She's in the town.
Well, maybe we should go try to find her and see if she's up to no good.
I'm sure she is.
Something needs to die. Painful and bloody. Let's go pick a fight.
Okay.
I will also just remind us that that obelisk is called the Revelation of the Valkyrie. And
Right.
one of the Valkyries that you're looking for is of Revelation. So it might be helpful to get back into that tomb. There might be something in there you would see that night.
Oh, inside.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay, here, before we get too far, let's see if we can get some answers. I have a new thing that I can do as well that could help with that. Can we take, like, this one is actually, no, anything that's ritually cast is 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So, Sola is going to cast, where the heck is it? It's Commune. It's here somewhere. I have it. Sola's going to ritually cast Commune, which is like the upgradey version of divination.
Super cool, man.
Right? Because I think we need some like solid answers about where to go next. And it lets me ask 3 questions actually. Wish I might have the divination I wish tonight. Is the tomb of the Valkyrie of Revelation somehow related to the obelisk? Will the obelisk help us find the tomb of the Valkyrie of Revelation? Let's say.
You get a voice coming back, soft and weak, airy. No.
It won't help us. Okay. Can you give me some kind of indication where the tomb of the Valkyrie of Revelation is? That one's a little more open-ended. I'm not sure what you're capable of, Lythatida, but let's give it a try.
As you're focusing, it's like someone turns the light off.
That's not good news.
Nothing. Not even the warmth of her touch. Almost like it's struck in from you. But there's one question left.
Okay, she can't help with that. I don't think it's here, though.
Are you saying that Lythatida doesn't know where her own chosen is?
Well, I mean, yeah, she might not, because she was split apart. And I think that happened before the Valkyries all died, so she truly might not. Okay, last question. We should maybe focus on the matters at hand. With Lilea, what could we ask about that?
Maybe you should ask if the people running Two Hills are friend or foe.
That's not a bad idea. Sure.
Or is Lilea related to the many things that we encountered in the mines in the tomb? Like, why is she here? Like, it's such a weird coincidence.
Yeah, I think I'm more concerned with whether she is
In cahoots with the town.
in league with the people up here now.
Yeah.
Because we're done with the mines. Okay, is Lilea in league with the whatever passes for the leadership of Two Hills now?
Somewhat.
Okay, somewhat. So, yeah. Somewhat is enough to be dangerous. Basically. Okay, so how exact is your tracking of Lilea? You remind me again. Is it like
Direction.
just
General
directional?
Just a direction. Not up, down, left, right. You get east, west, north, or south.
Sure. So, because for example, locate creature is also directional. So it is essentially a locate creature. What is happening?
Potentially, I
Right.
would have to read locate creature, but yeah.
But you don't know, like, how far, like, how many feet.
Nope, no
Okay.
idea.
Right.
Do you mind if, just before we go too far, if you were doing that ritually, could I ritually cast Identify
Mm-hmm.
and take a look at the dark green liquid at the same time?
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
would also give you the 2 potions that I had.
I'm most interested in the dark green liquid, and I only have time to do probably one, so I just
I
have to look
suppose
at
that's true because it's 10 minutes. Okay.
Yeah. The dark green liquid is a anti potion for basilisk venom.
Shit.
It has the same tint as the green potion, the tiny bits of green left in the empty vial.
So I can infer that it was
With your
distilled from venom.
with your passive insight, there is one bottle that definitely you give it a sniff and it's like that is literally what turns you petrified. And then the empty
the
or
antidote.
the full
Like, the antidote to it. Okay.
Wait, that.
Did he petrify himself?
So the antidote was in his bag with the harmonica.
Why would he petrify himself?
Because he's a dumbass.
And have an
Maybe-
antidote and not take it?
Maybe to protect himself or something.
You remember what else was in the second floor room? The rocks fallen with all the bodies of the dwarves that had been killed by that.
Right. But this means we have the antidote for him. We need to go back to Rocks the Fallen.
We should give it to them.
Yeah.
Should we though?
Yeah, yes, of course we should. Of course we should. That's not even a question.
Alright.
Okay. Solo is gonna run back. It's,
Okay.
hopefully they can catch up to them.
Yeah. You run, and run, getting up to the entrance of the mine. Going in a bit further. You look around in the first lobby area and you don't see them.
Solo's gonna cast Sending.
Okay.
To Dan.
Dan the man.
Dan the man. You want to count me?
Sorry.
Thanks. Okay. Hi, hello, Dan. Sola here. We have a potion to cure petrification. Where did you guys go? Meet us back at the entrance. And
That'll leave him in suspense, though, and be like, what
Yeah.
did she say? So,
You get a response back that goes, "Oh, we were walking to the church, but if you have an antidote, okay. Okay, we'll be back at the mines."
exactly, yes, you should come back. Knowing, of course, that that's not going through. Sola says it anyway.
Couple minutes pass. a few more minutes. But eventually you hear the steps kind of people entering the mine. The rest of the group, I'm assuming, would have followed Sola. No? Left?
I didn't.
Ramsey left? Or stayed? Okay.
I would have followed.
Figured.
I would always follow her.
Yeah, I know.
I guess I would follow it a very...
At a
Begrudgingly.
distance. At a distance,
Yeah.
of course, yeah. But you see the trio of Rocks of Fallen enter in, rushing in. And they see you. Oh.
It's this.
Oh, Sola. Oh. And
Yeah.
thank you?
Absolutely.
I'm sorry it was a bit short.
No, for sure.
Didn't
You guys
really-
were under a lot of stress.
So were you. Oh, good. Our bad.
And we just discovered that that's what this potion does. Eon identified it.
Oh, thank her for us then.
Absolutely. Yeah. So the thing is, when you use it on him, he's kind of missing part of his face, so he's going to be in pretty rough shape. Yeah, I know.
Okay, that's... We're gonna... He like looks to the other two and there's... We're gonna need somebody who's good with stone work, I don't know.
Yeah.
They just kind of like look at each other.
It's like someone told you that this might happen.
So anyway, I don't know, like we don't have a lot of potions of healing to spare, do we?
We have none.
We have none.
Are any of these two, my two potions, do they look like healing potions?
Yeah, it goes like this.
I was like,
He will be fine. Wake
It's
him
like-
up.
I just
his
hand him, like, a
face
Band-Aid.
hurts.
Oh,
Wake him up.
It's got a
His
cat
face
on it.
hurts. Get
Yeah.
him to the church.
I'm just a paramedic. She's the doctor. I don't have much.
gotcha.
Yeah,
He will fi-
okay.
It will not be life-threatening to have a hole in your cheek. He will be fine.
I don't know if he could still sing, though, but I'm sure his it'll be very unique sound actually to his voice now.
Okay,
But at least you'll have your friend back.
Yep.
it's good news. It's good news.
And maybe, the hole is like a little bigger so he could play more of the harmonica at once. So he maybe just becomes your harmonica player and you still look for a new lead singer.
Dual harmonica.
Oh. All right. Well, thank you for your recommendation.
Yeah.
I guess we will head it down and try and find him.
Good luck with that.
The way should be clear.
The worms don't like light.
Not gonna ask. We're just going
just
to
have a lot of light.
ignore
You'll be
that and, okay. They take out like a few torches that they brought with them and. Well. Good luck.
Thanks, you too. You were headed to the church, you said.
Yes. While you had been in the mines, the enforcers left, and when we took some time to figure out where they were going, it was back to the church. It seems that's where quite a few of them have gone now. So you should be able to move freely through the town, but either way, best of luck to you. Thanks for everything.
Good luck. And hi, hey, hello.
The two gnomes behind them. Hi, hello. And he just goes, I need to get out of here. And you watch as they begin to cautiously trek down back into the mines.
Excellent. Okay, so that business is taken care of. They didn't give us a reward.
Yeah.
Shocking.
Goodness is its own reward. All right, so there we are, back to square one. I guess let's go off in search of Lilea. right?
It's as good of a goal as anything because we know that she's trouble. We do need to eliminate that threat. I don't really understand what's going on.
Yes. She is the first of many threats we need to eliminate.
Hey, can dragons see invisible people?
Yes.
Never mind. Can Lilea see invisible people?
I would bet so.
Never mind.
I don't think we know for sure, but probably.
Well, she's a fiend. They tend to have fun little powers and tricks like that.
Yeah.
Maybe as we're walking, we should just, like, remind each other of all the stuff we have. Because I've got all sorts of fun things that maybe can come of use.
And we may have to pop into that afterwards, but at this moment, as you're all kind of walking into the middle of two hills, it's quiet.
I don't like it.
Eerily quiet, not even the buzz of an insect past your ear. No birds, no animals, just quiet. And a gentle rumbling from above. As the occasional raindrop falls and hits you.
Burns, doesn't it?
If only for a second.
I would be very familiar with that.
Here we go again.
Yep.
And as you are all rushing, you see the town of Two Hills a bit more alive than you've seen it before. No enforcers along its streets. Gnomes out and doing their business, children playing, and many just enjoying their space with each other, occasionally looking over the shoulder as if they feared something there, but enjoying it nonetheless. But you do see a congregation of people beginning to form as many people are moving towards the city hall. You see two gnomish children on the side of a house taking cogs in one hand, throwing them into a rain gutter that you can hear just as it goes down and just into a rain barrel below it. And they go, yeah! And you see a gnomish woman pop up with long blonde hair and kind of like haphazardly put up into a ponytail and kind of rushing as she like has a jacket on but half on. She goes, come on, we're going to be late for the meeting, come on. She grabs both of their hands and begins to rush forward.
Oh, hi, hey, hello, excuse me.
Oh,
What meeting are you going to?
Town council meeting.
Oh, okay. Is it public?
Yep.
Do you know what they're discussing?
Yes, it seems to be disappearances, and the robots have seemed to stop working, and we want a few answers on that. So it seems to be we have a few of the guilds have brought us together, and we're gonna go watch and see what they say.
I see. Okay. All right. Thank you.
She squints. Yeah, ma'am, don't be late. And she turns and grabs her children and goes off.
Just forgot my disguise.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no!
There we go. Okay, I'm ready.
Perfect. And as you all begin to see the town hall in the distance, this rumbling getting louder and more frequent. Distant roar.
I've got a bad feeling about today.
And that's where we're going to pick up for next week.
It fell apart.
It's already broken.
It's not made well.
We tried so hard. Awesome. Alrighty. Well, to find out what will happen to this town of Two Hills, tune in next week. Have a great rest of your night, and hi, hello!